Generic greetings and welcome to Preview plus Space Hulk. This is a turn-based strategy by Full Control and it's based off the Games Workshop board game of the same name. Now originally that board game came out back in 1989 and something I've been playing in its various forms since about the late 90s, about 15 or so years. So imagine my surprise and indeed excitement when I hear that a hopefully faithful reimagining is coming to PC. The premise of the board game is quite simple. It's a two-player game. One player controls a set of men who have objectives on a map, the other person controls a set of aliens who are trying to stop said men completing their objective, or kill them, whichever comes first. That's pretty much the premise of the game, of the board game anyway, and that's pretty much how the multiplayer part of this game works. I won't be showing you any of that for the time being. This video is all about the campaign, where we control the men and the computer controls the aliens. I'll get into the technical names for these people and the aliens and such later. There's two campaigns that come with the game, and I use the term campaign very loosely because the boarding prequel is only 3 missions, and it pretty much explains the game, how it runs, how the mechanic work, etc. It's a tutorial campaign basically, and it adequately describes exactly how the game works. If you're familiar with the board game, you already know how this game works. If you're not, that does it fine. If you're wanting to know more, you can always go to the librarian and go to manual, and it's pretty much the entire manual for the board game and how this game works. I believe you can see all of the people and such in it, the weapons, how the basic rules work, etc. And all the weapons really. And that's pretty much it. You know, if you're unfamiliar when you read that, that's perfectly fine. I believe this is 3rd edition rules for those who are who know what that means. Anyway, so let's jump into the Sin of Damnation. This is the campaign that is, well, it's from the board game. The Sin of Damnation was the original board game campaign, and this looks like it's a straight rip from it, which is fine. I'm totally happy with that. That's pretty much what I expected as a minimum. Suicide Mission and Exterminate is missions I've already done. I've also got the Rescue Mission, which you get the cat, which I'm not going to do because the cat is the worst thing ever in the world. In the entire 40k universe, the cat is terrible. If you don't know, you'll get that joke if you've actually played the game. Anyway, Exterminate. Let's do this mission, shall we? And we'll check the game out.
Victory.
Good.
But this is only the beginning.
Okay.
The enemy will come. A counterattack is inevitable.
Fantastic.
We must stand against the tide and turn it back.
Why?
At the cost of blood, at the cost of our lives. This must be done.
They never explain why.
The main hibernating cluster will soon be within our reach.
Excellent.
Sergeant of the squad, accept your orders.
Well, at least I've got a choice then, huh?
1 squad will be sufficient.
No, it won't. Give me
You
10.
will be in the very midst of the enemy.
Fantastic.
Deploy your forces to meet the onslaught.
I'm not liking this onslaught.
Seal the entry
In the
points
midst
or
of the enemy.
drown the enemy in their own blood.
Great,
May
yeah, blood.
vengeance be your strength, and wrath your shield.
You're right. I don't like these. You will be in the midst of the enemy and surrounded by blood and onslaught. I don't like these terms, especially when I've only got 1 squad of men. Anyway, this is the mission map. You can see all of these are the tiles you'll be walking on. These arrows are where I'll be teleporting in. These represent doors. These sort of symbols here, like irradiating from the areas, are where the aliens, otherwise known as Genestealers, will be coming from. I have several mission objectives as the human player, as the Space Marine player. Deploy Terminators in separate rooms. So these rooms here, I need to deploy them. Technically, they're Space Marines inside Terminator armor, otherwise known as Tactical Dreadnought armor, and I don't even know what mark it is, Mark 4 or something. AI deploys half of Terminators randomly because it does. Block all entry areas or kill all the Genestealers. I believe you have to kill 36 Genestealers, at least you had to do in the board game. So block all the entry areas, so if I get men within a certain number of tiles to these areas, it'll stop. Otherwise, I just have to kill them all. So, let's jump in, shall we? And here we go, loading up. It never explains why we're here. Space Hulk, for those of you, well, if you're not familiar with what a Space Hulk is, it's basically a big floating rock, and it magically appears and disappears because of law and such. And you are here to kill all the Genestealers and the things on it for reasons. It's back when a time when Games Workshop were more bothered about making good board games rather than trying to sell books. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that because that'll be my gripe. So, this is the overview. This is how the map works. It's a first impression. It looks quite adequate. It looks quite nice. Look at that. That is that's fine. That looks fine. I mean, to be honest, it's pretty much a copy of the tiles that come with the board game, but you know, that's fine. Anyway, we need to deploy it. So we have our objectives on the top left. You can see it's exactly what I read out earlier. We have our squad at the bottom. This is Squad Gideon. We have Sergeant Gideon, which has a Thunderhammer. These symbols represent what we're holding. So that guy's got a Thunderhammer. We have Brother Leon, which has a assault cannon. We have Brother Valencio, which has a Chain Fist and a bolt. He'll have a Storm Bolter. Brother Noctis, which has a Storm Bolter, Standard Marine. And Brother Scriptor, which has a Scripio, something like that. Has a, again, he has a Storm Bolter with a Power Fist. On here we have our, well, it would be a chat log, I guess, in multiplayer, but in this as well, it also shows you your dice rolls. We have a couple of options. We've got a strategic view, which is pretty much like the map that I showed you earlier. We also have the ability to rotate the view, like so. Which is quite nice. We have an undo button, which we will get to later. We also have the options menu as well, which is fine. So, let's deploy our guys. So remember, the game said that it's going to deploy half randomly. So I'm going to pick one, then it's going to pick one. This is where they're going to turn up at, the Genestealers. They're going to come down from here, there and up here. And I have to stop them. Now, I have two options. I can either block the entrance areas by standing within 6 tiles. So basically, if I get within here, I'll block all the entrance areas, but it's very difficult to do. However, if I just stop them, if I just stop to kill them, that might be a better option, but where can I do it? I reckon I'm going to try and stop them here and kill them around here. I don't think I'll be able to run and stop them. I don't think I'll be able to run and stop them on both sides. I don't think I'll have the ability to do that. So anyway, let's start deploying some guys. Let me go to. I'm gonna try and run down here. So let me deploy Sergeant Gideon. Actually, no, Brother Leon. Let's deploy him there. And it's going to randomly place a guy. So that one's been placed there. Who's he deployed? He's deployed one of my bolt guys, which is fine. I'm going to deploy my other bolt gun guy here. And it's going to randomly place another person here. Please don't be the sergeant. Please don't be the sergeant. It deployed the sergeant there. Damn it. And we'll deploy the other guy there. So that's all deployed. And now the game will start. It is turn-based, so here we go. This is my turn. Basically, I take my turn, and then they will take their turn. We have the squad selection down the bottom here. You can see all of these around here. We also have CP, which command points. Basically, you get a certain number of points. Every guy has 4 action points to do things with. So walking forward takes 1, turning around takes 1, shooting takes 1, things like that. Command points are free for everybody. You can see I've got 4 on the bottom for this guy. So this guy's selected, Sergeant Gideon. There he is. Look at him with his Storm Shield and Thunderhammer. Very nice. Although he decided to take off his helmet because of reasons again, 40k. Anyway, I'm going to go around here. You can see it says 4. It shows you when you mouse over the tiles how many action points it's going to take. We currently have 4 here, as you can see. When I mouse over, it changes to 2. You can see it'll take 2, and it also flashes down the bottom to show how many you're going to spend. When it goes like that, 4 plus, and then 1 in orange colour, it means it's going to spend one of these command points. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go here and hold left click, because if I just click here, it's just going to sort of turn him around and then sidestep him there, and he'll be pointing there. So if I like click there, you can see, oh, he's actually going to walk back over. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I can't open that door, really. I'm going to turn him around. So I click and hold, and then it'll spin him around. You get a view on the top right, which shows you it shows you his view. I really like that. I think that's really good. However, it has got its flaws, which I'll come to later. And if I want to open that door, it's going to cost me 2 points to do so, which I'm not going to spend. Let me click on... Where am I going to defend, actually? The best place to defend is probably this line here, because... if I defend around here, I'm going to have to defend 2 lines, whereas if I defend around here, it's going to be better. So I'm going to get this guy with the assault cannon. I'm going to put him there for 4 plus 1, so 5 action points. So he's going to turn around. He's going to walk forward. Look at that. I really like this view, but it's got some flaws, which I'll get to in a moment. Look at him spinning around. There he goes. They're wearing big, bulky Terminator armor. It's got several names, actually, depending on what edition of 40k you play. Tactical Dreadnought. Most people call it Terminator armor. We're going to get this guy as well, and we'll move him for 4 to there as well. One of the things that they've put in this game is a bit of a mulligan. So this button here you can go undo, and it takes you back from that previous one. That is actually something that I guess you can do in the board game, because you might go, oh, actually I didn't mean to do that. But there's 2 major differences. In the board game, there is a time limit. The guys in the Terminator armor, the Marines, the assault team, have a time limit. Now, it is actually in this game, but for purposes of this video, I've turned it off, so you actually, you know, I don't have to rush through and I can explain things. I can actually commentate on it without having to rush through, because it's really difficult otherwise. So I've turned that time limit off, but you can put it back in. But more importantly, if you say, for example, shoot and miss, I can just undo and then redo it. You get that entire thing back, which is questionable. No, it's not questionable. It's a bit crap. I don't like it. I think if you move, then you should be able to undo, like, as if you're holding your finger on the piece, like chess or something. However, if you move and do your shooting and stuff, and then undo that action, and then get to shoot again, it's a bit off. It's very off. I don't like it. Anyway, so we've moved these guys up here. We can come back to them, which I could be wrong, but I don't think that's something you can do with the board game. I think in the board game you move a guy and then you move on and you can't come back to him. But don't quote me on that, because it's been about 3 months since I played the board game. Anyway, this is the area I'm going to try. This is the area I'm going to try and defend. I'm going to move to there, which is going to cost him 2. 1 for that door to open, and 1 for him to walk there. And then the other one, the other 2 action points, I'm going to set him on Overwatch. Now, what happens when you're on Overwatch? You will watch corridors, and when the aliens come there, you will shoot them. Let me click on Overwatch, and you can see his point there. Here's one of the problems with the game. He is now aiming, right? He's now aiming with his gun in a nice stance, right? I like that. I like the look of that. That looks pretty good. Look, he's aiming down. In fact, let me click on this guy. Oh, I can't. Sorry. Yes, you can see he's aiming down there. Let me spin the camera around. Look at that. He's aiming down that corridor with his Stormbolter. Doing pretty good, right? Well, the fixed camera that's on his helmet shows that he's actually looking over here. I believe it's coming from I believe that's where the camera's mounted on here. So he actually points here instead of being from his helmet. So when he aims to shoot, for example, he'll be looking at a wall and this camera shows it. Bit of a rough edge. Anyway, this guy here, I've got 4 to get him there. Actually, well, let's turn him around for 2. There we go. 1, 2. They're a bit clunky. I don't know whether that's due to just their animations, that's what they wanted to do, or because that's what the sort of... That's how they are in the... They're sort of supposed to be like that in the game. They are supposed to be a bit clunky. I mean, look at the size of the armor. They're like... It's like shuffling a bloody wardrobe around the area, man. That's what it's supposed to be like, I think. Anyway, what can we do with this guy? Let's just spend 4 command points just to walk through here. There we go, the door opens, and he'll sort of waddle over here. There we go, and I think I'm out of points, so let's end the turn, and now it's the Genestealer's turn. Xenos, tracking Xenos movement, beware. So there's some there, there's some aliens there. And we've got some up the top here. Now, when they first turn up, when the Genestealers first turn up, they're actually more of a token. You can see that it looks like there's 3 aliens there. There's not necessarily 3 aliens. You can see it's actually changed to 1 now. And now to 2. Because you don't actually know, until you get direct line of sight on it, or unless you can use some other ability or way to detect them, you don't know how many are there. It's like aliens, you know, like the bleep, bleep, bleep scanner sort of things. You know that there's some movement there, you just don't know how much. So this, for example, shows 1 alien. There could be 3 Genestealers there for all I know, but I just don't know at the moment. Anyway, I have 2 command points. I don't really like that, so I'm going to re-roll the command points. You can re-roll it once as long as you have a sergeant on the table, which I do, but you can only do it before you actually move anything. So I'm going to re-roll it, and looks like I just got 2 anyway. Oh well, I re-rolled it to get 2. Let's go to Sergeant Gideon, which is this guy. And I'm going to move him... No, we're going to pick this guy, in fact, Brother... Valencio, and move him 4 down to there. I'm going to take this guy and move him to there for 3, I think. Yeah, he's going to walk through that door. And there we go. And he's going to waddle over here. There we go. Through a bit of the terrain, actually. Actually, no, it's not, because it's the way the edge is. I don't like that. That's something I don't like. You see, this is blacked out. Basically, depending on what orientation you have the camera, it blacks out certain walls so you can see them. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But these edges, for example, look, that's just a black tile, but when I spin it round, you can see it is actually something. Bit of a rough edge again. So, this guy here. This is our Stormbolter guy. I am going to... I'm going to put him on Overwatch. There we go. He's big. He's big assault cannon. I think I said Stormbolter. He's got an assault cannon, which is excellent. Excellent at taking out things. It doesn't half rip through them. However, he has 10 ammo, and then you can reload it once, and then that's it. You're out. So, anyway, we've got a guy there. This door is open. I'm going to pull him back like this. I'm going to back him up. because I don't want to be in a position where I'm going to get ambushed on the corner. I'm going to keep backing him up, actually. Let me back him up to there. Yeah. Oh! That's another problem! Yeah. Undo. That's why there's an undo button, I think, because sometimes you click there, and instead of walking back over, they will just turn around, even though you clicked on that tile, and they'll just turn around on the current tile. Again, rough edge. So let's move this guy up to... I've got... How many points have I got? I've got 2 command points, which what can I spend? Actually, I'm going to put that guy on Overwatch for 2. And I'm going to use this guy, bring him 3 action points to there.
Yes, Commander. And
then when he gets to the edge, I will open the door. There we go. Open that door, and it's open. Fantastic. I do like the ambient noise in this. You know, that it is actually, you know, you are on basically a big pile of drifting metal that's being clamped together from all various types of ships and such. I do like the ambient noise. I wish there was music in-game, though. I really wish there was some music. After things like Dawn of War, which I've spent far too many hours on, not hearing music when I'm in the game, like, you know, with the, well, like we had in the, like we had on the title screen, for example, of this game. Not hearing stuff like that is a bit, you know, I really wish there would be music in it. Anyway, let's end the turn, and now it's going to be the Xenos turn. So it's pretty much like the board game. Like I say, if you've played the board game, you know exactly what's happening. Oh, there we go, they've revealed themselves. The alien player, the Genestealer player, can choose to reveal their tokens, which you can see they've done there, and there's a couple more tokens. So this area is swarming with them. Looks like they're pouring more out here, because technically the Genestealer player chooses where they come out of. Looks like they're gonna be on top of me any moment now. So this guy, how many points have I got? 4. That'll do me. Obviously, if I re-roll it and I get only 2, then it's a bit of a waste. So I'm going to get this guy in Overwatch once more. This guy, I'm going to spend 4 points. Actually, no, I'm going to spend 5 points getting to there. So you can see he'll walk forward. The door opened up. Again, another rough edge. He's actually not big enough to fit through the door, and he's walking through the wall. You can see when I click there, because obviously he's going to walk through the door, instead of the door opening when he gets here, it opens as soon as the action indicates. Another rough edge. Let me get this guy moving up to there, which he'll turn around and walk over. I should have enough points to get into this room before these guys get on me. I should be okay. Now here, this is the one that's going to be a bit difficult. So this guy I'm going to back up. See, this is the area I was going to take over. I was going to stop them trying to spawn, but it's going to be a bit difficult now because they're coming around from here. I need to kill these guys and then charge down. So I'm going to back that guy up to there for 2. So he'll just back up. I really like that camera there. It really is a good view. And I'm going to Overwatch him. And this guy, I'm going to bring there for 2. There we go. He's going to stomp along. And you can actually see his mate. There you go. You alright? I can't get enough of that camera. Let's spin him round for another 1. And I will put him on Overwatch for 2 points. There's also a guard option, which is something that they brought in, I believe, in the 3rd edition. And it's something that it's basically, Overwatch allows you to shoot at enemy targets when they come in line of sight and move around you. Guard is pretty much the same thing, but, well, it's similar. It basically gives you a bit better chance to fight in melee, because even though these guys are clad in what is supposedly some of the best armor in the 40k universe, and, for example, they're armed with, well, this guy's armed with a massive claw as well as a big saw on his arm. This guy, the minimum they're armed with is a power fist, which is a big it's a big crushing fist that also has electricity going through it. This guy is armed with a thunder hammer, which in the actual game can take out vehicles. And he's got a storm shield as well, which is good for defense, which has got lightning on it and all sorts of stuff. Power fields all over they've got power fields all over them. But even though they've got all this, they're absolutely dire in combat. Anyway, I have 2 more points available, so I'm going to click on this guy and move him for 2. I should have really saved 2 over, because on Overwatch you can actually jam your gun. If you have a couple remaining over, however, they can jam it. So let me end the turn. So Xenos, beware, these guys are going to run towards me. Like I say, their objective is to stop me, and there we go, there's firing. It looks like I haven't killed him. There we go, and we get a camera of, oh, he's dead. When you kill them, you will sometimes get like an action camera like that. Yes! As we blitz through them. We're killing them. This is my Overwatch taking effect. Looks like it's knocking off him. And we're going to rip through them, and they drop down dead. So, looks like we killed 3 guys, and then these are going to start running, even though they've just ran through each other, because it should have taken the other way. Rough edge. You're going to be hearing that a lot, sadly, in this in this video. So, looks like they've spawned some guys there, and because I've got direct line of sight, I can now see it. So, these guys, we've now stopped. We're back onto my turn. Onto my turn, I've killed 5 Genestealers, I think. 31 remaining to kill. This guy, he's no longer on Overwatch, so I'm going to point this guy and pull the trigger. There he goes, and he explodes. Nice. You can see that you can get my dice rolls over here. I like the fact that you got dice rolls. I also like the voice acting in this. It's fine. It's totally sufficient. Right. Let me go back to this guy. Put him on Overwatch. Get my commander guy and move him to. Actually, no. Get this guy. Move him to there. We'll spin him around for 4, and we'll get my commander guy to go there for 3.
Clear a path.
Again, that door's just opened, even though he's nowhere near it. Rough edge. Let me click on that guy and put him on Overwatch for 2 command points. I have this guy who's got... Is that a jammed gun? Yes, his gun's jammed, even though it didn't tell me. That's what that symbol means. Basically, when I mentioned on Overwatch, you can actually jam your gun, which is what happened. So I'm going to unjam it for 1. He's actually got 2 remaining, so I'm going to put him on Overwatch.
Flank secured.
Right, so he's got 1 remaining. I'm going to put that guy. I'm not going to move him forward just yet. I'm going to just put him on Overwatch again, just to see what's happening around here. What I'm going to do, the plan, is to get this captain around here. Defend this area, because I've got my big machine gun guy. Defend this area. Get the sergeant down here. Not captain, he's a sergeant. Get the sergeant down here, and then we can start assaulting this area to block it off. That is the plan. We shall see if that happens or not. I have 1 command point remaining, which I'm going to keep. I'm going to end the turn, because I can use it to unjam. So, tracking Xenos movement. There we go. They're going to get tracked. They're going to get blitzed. There goes my machine gun, and there's another... Oh, there we go. Look at that go. And then explodes. Why is he still firing, though? I don't know. And then fire again. There's no bullets in that one, but he's keep firing and firing through the wall. He's firing again. Oh yeah, you can see how effective that gun is. Basically, you get 3 dice on this one, and you kill our 5 or 6, I believe. That's the assault cannon. Yeah, there's another thing. When they fire, the bullets, if they do hit the target, they can just go straight through and go straight through the walls and such, which again, rough edge. Anyway, my turn. I've generated 2 CP. I'm going to re-roll that to get a full 6. Fantastic. This guy is got, you can see 6 bullets left of 10. I'm going to put him on Overwatch. And this guy, I'm going to click on him, and you can see that he doesn't actually have ammo because he's got a storm bolter, so I'm just going to put him on Overwatch once more. Click on my sergeant, and I'm going to move him there for 5, actually. We'll spend an action point. And we're going to click on this guy. Is anything down here? There isn't, so we're going to... I think we're just going to Overwatch them both, actually. There's nothing really else we need to do. Let's Overwatch them both. We're going to click on my commander guy and move him down there for 3, and we're going to save 2 remaining, so we're using some command points here. Like I say, we're going to move him round, probably through here. I'll move that guy forward in the next round, move him through, and then we can move them up so we can defend these areas. Basically, if I only have these 2 moving up here, it's a bit questionable whether that'll work, but if I've got another guy behind with a big thunder hammer ready to kill them, then that hopefully will work. Right, it's worth it pointing out that if I lose that guy, I won't be able to re-roll my command points. Right, so these guys are on Overwatch. The way the symbols work and stuff is fantastic. You can quickly look and you can see there's an eyeball, we know, on Overwatch. All the symbols are... It's very clean. The interface and such is very, very clean. I do like the way the tiles look. I mean, look at that. I do like that. I mean, it's not overly complicated. There's not 1,000 particles and physics happening. But, you know, the actual map looks exactly like the board game. We've got some nice lighting going on as well. I mean, look at them. Ooh, bad aliens. They are quite nice. Yeah. Oh, look at that tongue as well. Not bad. Anyway, let's end the turn. Xenos movement. Let me take a beverage. And there's that minigun going. Yeah, he just exploded. I don't like the way the bodies can sometimes fall through the ground. It would be nice to have a bit of jibbing and physics going on, but no, not necessary. Yeah, look, it just falls to the ground. Not necessary, but, you know, it would be nice to have a bit of jibbing and some physics going on. These guys are coming up. Something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Oh, these guys are going to move now. This is going to be difficult. Oh, there we go. I'm firing again. Oh, we missed. So we just ping off. They're piling up around there. And then they're bringing through around there. I think I might end up just defending I don't even think I'm going to be able to advance with the amount of Genestealers coming. Right, CP gain 4. I think that's sufficient. Let's not get greedy now. Right. Click on this guy. And we will pull the trigger. This symbol there, that means sustained fire. Basically, because I've already fired on him, if I fire again, I get a bonus to actually trying to kill it. Let's fire. Boom! Yes, he's gone. He's definitely gone. Is there anyone else down this corridor? There is not. Let me just overwatch him. And we will overwatch. Actually, probably best bringing him there. Because then we can see around... Can we see around that corner? I don't know whether it's better to bring him there. Ooh, that's going to cost a fair amount of points. Let me cancel that. If you want it, if you're trying to work something out, that there it is 4 plus 2. If you want to cancel it, you don't want to do it. You can mouse over the center of the tile and then let go, and it cancels it. First thing to do, let me move this guy to there. 4 points. Actually, how many points has that guy got left? Just 1. If I moved it, I should have moved him forward 1 and then put him on Overwatch. Alas. This guy, I will. It's going to take me 4 to get him to there, 5, 6, and then 2 more to put him on Overwatch. It's risky. I'm not going to do it. I am just going to put him on Overwatch here. I think. Yep. I will see this guy. What's he on? He's got 3 more bullets. He's got 3 more shots remaining. Let's put him on press reload by accident. Let me undo that. Undo that action. Let me Overwatch. Things like that. The undo button for that thing is good. I do like that. You know, like all I did was accidentally press the button, right? I actually meant to press Overwatch. So undoing it is actually quite good. However, when you can undo it after you've rolled dice and stuff, questionable, isn't it? Anyway, let's. I think Overwatch, 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 end the turn. Genestealer's turn. I do like the kill cam in this. It's definitely like XCOM-y, isn't it? It's you know, you get a kill cam when stuff happens, like for example that. Yes, there we go. He's falling down. There we go. Look, the bullets flying through the wall. Don't like it. Don't like it. Look, that there. Yeah, and firing before, and the death animations are a bit. Obstruction removed. Yeah. Oh, this guy's firing again. No, this is just... I don't know what's happening now. The camera's all over the place. Firing again. Killing these guys. There we go. That guy, that just splits them. That just splits them right down the middle. And we're going to fire again. And that should be him out of ammo now. And you'll probably say it. Is he going to say it? No, he's not. Anyway, that guy's running now. In fact, it would be easier to capture this now. But I've got no guys near it. So it looks like that's it. CP generated 5. We're not going to bother doing anything else. Let me reload. So he's going to reload his gun. Big noise. There we go. And we're going to put him on Overwatch. Put this guy on Overwatch. Actually, what would be better is if I move that guy there and then put that guy there. Because we don't really want to be firing this minigun. Look at that. It's glowing white out now. I don't really want to be firing this. I don't want to be firing the assault cannon really using up all the bullets. I want really him there. And have this guy fire, 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 and if anything gets close, then he fires. Next turn, I'm going to do that. Let me Overwatch on that guy as well. And let me move this guy forward by... Is there a guy down here? No. If you... Basically, when you move, you will fire as well. So if there's a guy down here, you will fire at him. But I'm just going to move this guy up to there. Walk him forward 1. And then I'm going to set him on Overwatch. Order confirmed. And then I'm going to get this guy and move him through to there for 4 points. With all due haste. Yep, through the door. Look at that, you can see the back of the Marine. I do like this. This is a nice touch. And then we can move up. There we go. The models are quite nice. I mean, look, they've got the nice swing animations going on here. We've got nice detail. You know, we've got all the we've got purity seals, Terminator runners. Obviously, they're in Terminator armor. Got all of the banners. Well, we haven't got a banner on him, but we've got all of the Blood Angels motifs going on. So it's actually, you know, that's quite nice. And all the litany dropping down, like dripping down from them. And such. It is exactly like it is in the board game. The models. So very nice. Let me move this guy up to. Ooh, where shall I move him up to? Move him up to there for 1. And we'll put him on Overwatch for now. Securing position. But I might move this guy down for another 1. No. I'm just going to put him on... No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to... Yeah, put him on guard. Why not? Put him on guard. There we go. And we will end the turn. Their turn now. So I'm getting close to actually... sort of completing the mission, actually. I'm just end up killing them. Oh, there we go. Firing away. That guy exploded. There we go. Firing through the wall again. Why? That guy's waiting up. There's some targets. They're going to get shot. he's
My
going.
bolter has failed me.
Damn it! His gun's
Clear
jammed.
to fire.
That's not good. And then he reloaded because I had free CP, and then he got killed. And these guys are going to run up. Yeah, they're getting killed quite fast. Oh, yeah, there's a lot through that. And we've got more coming up from here. I think I'm just going to complete the mission by just killing them all. And the camera's got stuck. There we go. CP generated 5. That's more than enough for my that's my satisfaction. So that guy there's got sustained fire. I'm going to move forward and fire. You see, you fire as you move. I like the look of that. That looks very good, right? When you're moving and firing at the same time. Up there as well. You can see from that view. There we go. They're getting short. This is working very well. And we're still firing. What the hell is he doing? Why did he just turn around? And why is the gun pointed that way? Undo. Did I tell him to do that? I don't think so. Let me move forward. Try this again. You can see the gun swivel round on his hand. There we go. Keep moving forward. Keep killing them. That's it. And keep moving forward. That's it. That's working now. And we're shooting them as we go. And we'll move forward once more. Keep going. Although we're running out of... we're running out now. We're running out of CP. Let me fire on that guy. I mean, now we're using just CP for this. Let's fire once more. Yeah, we're going to get him. There he goes. And he exploded. I will now overwatch for 2 AP, the remaining 2. This is a bit risky what I'm doing here. I'm going to charge this guy down there for 4 and charge this guy down there for 4 as well. There we go. And now they're going to clip through each other. Sadly. There we go. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Terrible. Right. So them guys are sorted. Look, I do like that. Looking through and you see the back of the Marine. It does look exactly like the models as well. They've nailed. They really have nailed that look of it. Right, this guy. Let me move you there for 3. Okay. Oh yeah, because you have to turn and then move and there. Okay. Yeah, let's waddle you over there for 3, and we'll waddle you. Oh, hang on, this is going to be questionable. I'm going to have to put that guy on Overwatch now. Actually, if I go to there, it would be better, and then I can back up. Yes, let's do that. So we'll waddle there for 1. And we will Overwatch
Securing position.
for the 2 we have remaining. If I didn't, I wasted my CP, sadly, which I should have kept. But anyway, end the turn, we got 1 left, so we can unjam if we need to. This is going to be the dodgy part. There we go, we're firing down. And now we're not using the minigun. There we go. Keep dackering away. Lovely, lovely. Oh, we're killing these thick and fast now. There we go. They're all dropping. I like the way that the corpses will stay on the board as well. That's nice. Obviously, something you can't really do with a board game. Right. So CP generated 3. I'm going to be a bit reckless and re-roll that. Yeah, I got 2 for my sins. Ah well. Right. Let me get this guy, and we'll back him up for 2. We'll get this guy straight away. Overwatch.
Watching for enemy contact.
This guy. We will use his remaining 2 to overwatch the area. So we're just watching that. We have 11. We need to kill 11 more to win the map. This guy, I'm going to move up to there for 2. No, move up there for 4. Let's be reckless. Move this guy down there for 3. Move this guy down there for 4. And then this guy, we're going to use our 2 remaining CP to overwatch the area, because we know there's going to be some guys here. A lot of people, the biggest tip I can give anyone playing this game is that it is quite difficult, right? The board game itself is quite difficult because at the moment you might think, oh, you're just gunning them down. Well, I'm going to get into melee at some point and you die almost instantly. It is shocking how bad these guys are at melee. These Genestealers will rip you in 2 in no time. The biggest tip I can give you is be aggressive. Don't sit around and play the defensive. This is only working because of that minigun and because I've backed up in a position where they have to come down 1 corridor. If I tried to just defend these 2, wouldn't have worked because they would have went half went that way, half went that way. As soon as that guy jammed, you'd get chopped up. This is sort of working, but you should probably play aggressively as the Marines. And normally you have a turn limit as well. So you have a time limit, so you know, you have to. There we go, firing at this guy. There we go, I've jammed. Oh, and we got some melee now. I think we're going to have some melee. I'm going to actually demonstrate melee for you. Oh my good grief. Not good. They're on me. This is what I mean. I said earlier, if they get into melee, you are going down. So, I've jammed my gun. CP generated 5. That is fine with me. Right, so this guy, I'm going to go there for 4. So, this guy's jammed. I can either unjam and do some melee. Sorry, unjam and fire, or I can do some melee. I am going to do a bit of both. I'm going to unjam.
Resuming fire.
And I'm going to Stormbolter into that guy. Dagger, dagger, dagger. There goes his head. I like that. And then we are going to walk forward there because we will get a free shoot. There we go. Which, sadly, has actually missed. I am now going to do a power fist attack. And you will see just how ineffectual this is. He jumps on me, I push him back. And now I'm dead. Chopped down. Now I've got my guy with the Thunderhammer back and he's teleported out. So I only did that just to demonstrate how it worked. So let me pull this guy forward. This guy is a bit better. For his start, he's a sergeant, which means he gets bonuses to melee. He's also got a power hammer and a storm shield, but he's no way invulnerable. Let's push him back and... oh, it was a draw. Okay, let's attack him once more. And we will get killed, apparently. Well, I wanted to show you some melee. Let's, yeah. That didn't work at all. I'm going to get... oh, I'm going to get killed is what I'm going to get. Right, yeah. Overwatch. And Overwatch. That action back here, this 2 melee, I would not normally do that. I was just trying to demonstrate melee. However, it didn't sort of work. This guy I'm going to move down here for 5, which should block off these 2 and as well as this one here. But I'm going to get chopped up by this guy. But we shall see what happens there. I'm going to get killed here. And the turn, these guys are going to probably run off and try to kill the others. And this is going to be questionable. Oh no, they're coming back for me. Hello. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. Oh, got some Overwatch here. As they're coming around the corridor. Yeah, they're getting blitzed down. A couple more coming around the corner. Yes, they're getting killed. Firing again. Nice kill cam. And we're going to get... still running around the corner. Look at that guy. That guy is really loving it. Probably not many Genestealers to kill now, which is good. How many is that now? We've probably only got 4 left to kill. 4 left to kill. Yes, 4 remaining to actually win. So this guy here, I've got 5 CP, but I can't reroll it because I've lost my sergeant. So let me go to Stormbolt and Stormbolt this guy. I did not do anything. Let me do that once more. I got sustained fire bonus, which apparently doesn't do anything. Even though the bullets fly straight through him and through the wall and through the other guys. Well, this is not doing anything at all. Let me just keep going. There we go. Finally killed him. Pipe view. Let me move forward to there. Now I'm spending CP. Let me go back to the other guys. You can actually press the number keys and you'll be able to switch between the other guys. Let me overwatch on him and we will overwatch on this guy here. Let me switch to the other guy. There we go. And I will move forward 1. Shoot as I go. Didn't work. I'm going to use all my CP just charging forward here. I've splattered that guy because I walked on top of his corpse. Let me... I've almost sealed this off. Let me just fire once more. It's not working. Stormbolt once more. Come on, I've got sustained fire bonus. Come on! This is not working at all. I'm just going to keep Stormbolting until he dies. Until I've run out of CP. Which is pretty much almost now. Come on! Come on, God of Dice, give me a good roll. It's not working. Right, I am just going to have to do nothing. End the turn, I guess. Oh, well, that guy's dead. He's going to get chopped up. He is going to be sushi. There we go, we push him back, and we get chopped up. One thing that I don't like, I really dislike, in fact, is the melee animations are... basic. The thing is, after playing Dawn of War and you got them like the kill animations where, you know, they sort of where the characters spin around and they're all like together and stuff, something like that would be good. Like imagine if the guy with the Thunderhammer, for example, was charging along and then obviously the Genestealers come in, you know, he would block with his Storm Shield, push him back with the hammer, and then spin the hammer one way to slam the Genestealer in the side, slamming it against the side of this wall, and then they fall down. That would be really good, right? And or maybe the Genestealer, you know, comes on him, he smashes him up into the air with his power hammer, and then when the Genestealer lands, he then smashes the power hammer down onto the Genestealer's head. That would look fantastic, right? Sadly, isn't in. Right, so these guys, this is going to be a bit funny now, because these guys down here, well, here, there's the only 2 guys I got left, but I have to kill 3 Genestealers only, but these guys are going to come for me. So what do? I have a couple of options. I can get in this corridor and hide. and just wait for them to come, because they're going to have to come down eventually. Not fantastic, because it means that I've got sort of only one guy shooting at any one time. I could wander off to somewhere else and defend an area, like here. Not a great area, but I think where I've got is a good position. I could wander off closer to here, but then I don't really want to. I don't know, would that be a good idea? I want some guy watching down here. Now I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna put them both on Overwatch.
Securing area.
And I will wait.
Securing area.
Let's end the turn. And see what happens. These guys are wandering up. That's okay. I like that. Oh, CP generated 6. There we go, I like that. 3 Genestealers remaining. Ah! Hang on. They only have 36 maximum, which means there's no one going to be coming from up here, which means I can then get that guy to turn around there.
Objective locked.
This guy, I can get him there. There.
Objective locked.
And just keep putting these on Overwatch, ready for them coming down here. Let me click on that guy. Overwatch. That guy. Overwatch.
Affirmative.
And end the turn. And now it's basically me waiting for these Genestealers to come and get me. They only have one way to come, however, so I'm just going to keep overwatching these guys and end the turn. CP generated 6. Now I'm getting all the 6s. Let me overwatch.
The enemy will fall
On all these guys. Well, all of these 2 guys.
aim is true.
But you saw how fast these guys die in melee. You have to shoot. You have to shoot them. There's probably only 1 or 2 characters that are adequate in melee. And I do mean adequate. Sergeant with a Thunder Hammer, Storm Shield.
Overwatch protocol initiated.
I'm guessing that later on we will get a Librarian with a Force Staff. And then we'll also get a Sergeant with a Power Sword. So, still, they're only adequate. Here we go. They're going to come around the corner. I've jammed, but I'll unjam with the reaction points I've got remaining. There we go. We can see we've lit up our... we've activated our power field on that, just in case they get into melee. Firing once more. Yeah, they're dackering them. And one more. There we go. He's dropped. And we've won. Objective complete. And there we go. We now have a personal banner. We have completion time 36 minutes. Shows the kills, etc. Excellent. Turns taken 16. 2 out of 5 survivors. That's pretty good actually for Space Hulk. This is the next mission. Let's go back off the mission. So yeah, bit of Space Hulk campaign for you. I actually like it. However, it is not without its flaws, sadly. It is rough around the edges, and that is the best I could really say. Things like the animations for the melee, there's no, the sound is a bit hollow sometimes. There's no music. Sometimes the characters will walk through each other. It could have done with maybe a bit more polish. However, if you're wanting just a straight port of the board game, then that's exactly what you're going to find. So I'm happy with that. As far as I'm aware, there is going to be DLC for extra missions and campaigns coming out, which should be okay. Again, if you're just wanting to play the board game online, then this is perfectly fine, I guess. I haven't yet tried the multiplayer, but I do plan on doing so. The campaign, I really like playing it through. I'm definitely going to continue playing it. I really hope that they're going to polish a couple of the bugs out. I mean, I hear, and this is only here, I haven't experienced it myself, that it was a little bit buggy. You can see it's version 1.03. Apparently, version 1.0 release version was questionable, and it was a bit buggy. But as far as I can, I've experienced no crashes, nothing like that. Seems to be all patched out. I checked the patch notes before I began, and it seems that was all noted they're getting polished. So it looks like they're working on things. Hopefully, they can continue working on it, and you'll get a bit more polished. Like let's say, hopefully, a couple of things like the animations could be improved, but I doubt it. We'll see, won't we? But for the most part, I enjoy it. If you like the board game, the fact is you've probably already bought this. If you haven't played the board game, I would give it a sort of tentative recommendation. Like I say, if a couple of polishes would be nice here and there. I mean, for example, now sound hasn't come on, the music hasn't come on because we've exited the mission. But that's all a couple of rough edges. If they polish that, then we've got a sort of diamond in the rough here. If you were looking for anything more than the board game, then you're not going to find it. It is just the board game. But it's you either love or hate it. I think that's what it's going to come down to. One thing I haven't really shown you is your banner configurator. You can actually change your banner, so you can change the borders. Obviously, it's stock Blood Angels, which is that symbol there. This is the Blood Angels banner, because that's what you are. You're Blood Angels. Terminators on a Space Hulk. That's a Space Hulk behind us there. And you can change the colour and such. You know, not fantastic. I don't know how you unlock these others. I haven't even found out yet. I haven't even found out yet. Oh, you can change the shape. Oh, you can change the banner around that. Very nice. And you just put things around there. Very nice. And there's also, I've just got an achievement for messing around with it as well. There's also the shop where you can buy, I believe there's skins at the moment, but I'm guessing there's going to be other DLC as well. But we shall see. But anyway, yes, a tentative recommendation. If you like the board game, then you've probably already bought this. Otherwise, you know, I would give it a tentative recommendation if you like turn-based strategy. Not the best, certainly not the worst. It's adequate. It does the job. And if you like if you like the board game, then you'll find it here. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.